Hello students, this is part 12 of chapter polynomial. Okay, in this video we will see some examples of division algorithm for topic division algorithm for polynomial. What's our question says, then find the value of p for polynomial px is exact divisible by gx, whatever. Okay, then in the previous video we will solve this type of question. Then their question was that what must be added or what must be subtracted to the polynomial which is divisible by polynomial gx. Similarly we have to solve. Then first we have to divide, and whatever we get the remainder we take as remainder as 0. Okay, and now we can find p. Okay, now we solve it. 2x plus 3, 2x cube plus 9x square minus x minus p. Then first we have to multiply by x square. Then we get here what? 2x cube plus 3x square. Now we change the sign and we get here 6x square minus x minus p. And we have to multiply this term. Then minus plus 3x. Okay. Then we get here 6x square minus 3 is a 9x. Okay, now we plus 9x. Okay, then we get when we change the sign and it will cancel. Now it is minus 10x minus p. Okay, now what we have to take for division algorithm, that the degree of polynomial Rx is less than degree of Gx, but here degree is 1 and here is also 1. Then we have to multiply it by which term? Then minus 5. Okay, then we get here what? Minus 5 to the 10x minus 15, and we change the sign and we get what? Minus p plus 15, and this remainder is equal to what? 0. Okay, now minus 5 minus p plus 15 is equal to 0 and p is equal to 15. Okay, that is our answer. Okay, our next example is if polynomial this is divided by another polynomial, the remainder comes out x plus a, find k plus a. In the previous example we will see similarly we can solve. Okay, then first we have to divide, and whatever our remainder come, and it takes remainder as equal to as x plus a. Okay, then first we have to multiply this term x square. Then here x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus kx square. Now we change the sign here, that will cancel, and here 4x cube minus 4x cube plus 16x square minus kx square minus 25x plus 10. Okay, now we have to multiply by which term? 4x, and we get what? 4 minus 4x cube plus 8x square and 8x square, that is 16x square. Okay, 8x square and minus 4kx minus 4kx, and we write here 4kx degree with same degree. Okay, now we change the sign here and we get what? That will cancel, and here it is 8x square minus kx square minus 25x plus 4kx plus 10. Okay, now we take common out x here, x square here, then we get 8 minus k x square minus 25k minus 25x plus 4kx plus 10. Now we have to multiply with term 8 minus k. Okay, plus 8 minus k. Then we get 8 minus k into x square, and when we multiplied by minus 2x into this term we get what? Minus 16x first, and then minus plus 2kx. Again we multiplied by k, then we get what? 8k minus kx square. Okay, and now 8k, sorry, here 8 k, and we change the sign here and we get what? This get cancelled, and that is 9x minus 9x, and 4kx minus 2kx, this is plus 2kx, and that will change here, kx square minus 8k plus 10. We write here in descending order of their degrees. Okay, now we have to compare this remainder to x plus a. Okay, now it is what is equal to what? X plus a. Okay, it is equal to x plus a. Now we compare. Okay, comparing the coefficient of what? Coefficient of x. Okay, and what? Constant term. Constant term. Here we see that that is what? Coefficient of x, and left to this, that is what? Constant term. Now when we compare, we get what? Minus 9x plus 2kx is equal to x, and k square minus 8k plus 10 is equal to what? A. Now we take common here, x, we get minus 9 plus 2k is equal to x. X gets cancelled, minus 9 plus 2k is equal to 1, and when we send here, it is 1 plus 9, 10, and when 2 is sent here, then we get what? K is equal to 10 by 2, that is 5. Now we put the value of k in this term, and we get what? That we assume the equation first. Then we get here 5 to the square minus 8 into 5 plus 10 is equal to a, that is 25 minus 8 into 5. 8 into 5, that is 40, plus 10 is equal to a, and 35 minus 40, that is minus 5. Now k is equal to 5 and a is equal to minus 5. That is our answer. Now we see the next example. Okay, this is our next example. Obtain all zeros of polynomial if two of its zeros are this plus minus root 5 by 3. Okay, in class 9 we have a study that if zeros are given, then we can take opposite sign with x as a factor. Okay, and we know that in this in class 10 we study that is by quadratic polynomial, then it has maximum zeros what? 4, and we have 2 zeros, and we have to find other 2 zeros. Okay, let these are the factors. Okay, these are the zeros. These are zeros. Okay, these are zeros of polynomial this. Then what we can write here? X minus root 5 by 3 and x plus root 5 by 3 are factors of what? Factors of polynomial this. Okay, now we know this is the factor. Then if we take its product, then product is also factor of this polynomial. Okay, product of what? These two terms are also factor of polynomial. Okay, then we can when we multiplied these two terms, we get what? X minus root 5 by 3, and this one is what? X plus root 5 by 3. This is a plus b into a minus b, and we get what? X square minus 5 by 3. Okay, now we divide to this term, and the quotient is also the factor of quotient is what we have to find other two zeros, then we take quotient is equal to 0. Okay, now x square minus 5 by 3, now it is 3x to the power 4 plus 6x cube plus minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Okay, now we have to multiply it to this term, then 3x square. Okay, and we get here 3x to the power 4 minus 3 and 3 get cancelled, and here it is what? Minus 5x cube. Okay, now it is minus, this is plus, and it is what? 11, 6, 5, 11. We have to multiply it here, but we get 3x to the power 4, and one thing here, that is minus 5x square. Then we write to the same degree. Okay, that is the x square, not x cube. Then we write to the write this term into same degree. Okay, then we get here what? When we change the sign, and we get here 6x cube, and this is what? Plus 3x square minus 10x minus 5. Okay, now we have to multiply this term, then 6x. Okay, and we get what? 6x cube, and 6 into this term, that is minus 10x. Okay, one thing you write note here, that you have to write the term with same degree. Okay, then it is when we change the sign here, then we get what? 6x cube get cancelled and 10x cancel. Here we find here what? 3x square minus 5. Now we have to multiply it by this term 3. Okay, and we get 3x square minus 5 when we change the sign, and it is what? 0. Now we take 3 quotient as 0 because we have to find the other two zeros. Then it is what? 3x square plus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we take the factor here, now we take common here, what? 3, and here we get 2 plus 1 is equal to 0, and that is what? X square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, and this is the formula for what? X plus 1 to the whole square is equal to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0, and here we get what? X is equal to minus 1. Now this is the formula, this is our answer, this is our other two zeros. Okay, now other question, we see the next example. Okay, our next example is obtain all zeros of polynomial if two zeros are. Similarly, we can solve the previous example. Okay, then if these are the zeros, then what? 2x minus 2 minus root 3, and what? X minus 2 plus root 3 are the factors of the given polynomial. Then it can be written as x minus 2 plus root 3, and what? X minus 2 minus root 3. Now it can be written as x minus 2 plus root 3. Okay, and x minus 2 minus root 3. Now that is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Here a is x minus 2 and b is x root 3. Now we get what? When we take product of what? Product of these two terms, we get what? X minus 2 to the square minus root 3 to the square. For x minus 2 to the square, we know that x square plus minus 4x plus 4. Okay, and this is what? Minus 3, and now we get x square minus 4x plus 1. Now we have to divide this term to this term. Okay, and we get whatever we get, and with from the quotient we equate to 0, and we find the other two zeros. Okay, here x to the power 4, 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. Then first we have to multiply from which term? Then x square. Okay, we get x to the power 4 minus what 4x cube plus x square, and we get minus, we change the sign here, we get here what minus 2x cube minus 27x square plus 138x minus 35, and which term we have to multiply here, minus 2x, and we get minus 2x cube minus minus plus 2 8x square minus 2x 138x here, change the sign here. Now we get what minus 35x square plus 140x minus 35, and now we have to multiply it from this term, then minus 35. Okay, and we get minus 35x square plus 140x minus 35, and we change the sign here, and we get what remainder as 0. Now we have to take quotient as 0 and obtain other two zeros. Okay, now we split these two terms and we get what 7x minus 7x plus 5x minus 35 is equal to 0, and here common x minus 7 plus 5 x minus what 7 is equal to 0, and x minus 7, we take x minus 7 as common, we get here x plus 5. Now x minus 7 is equal to 0 and x plus 5 is equal to 0, and it is what x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 5. These are the other two zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, we hope that you understand very easily these examples. Now we discuss some NCERT examples in the next video. Okay, thank you for attending the class.